Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Court and this is my channel called Court Creates. If you see me looking over here, it's because I've got a little bit of a script written up. Don't kill me for that. But I'm an artist. I'm struggling with my mental health once again, and I am trying to climb out of that hole once again. That's why I'm back here on my YouTube channel. Blah blah blah. Yeah. But lately, it feels like I've lost the joy of creating. Like, I used to be so good about making stuff all the time. Like, for example, I have 9 sketchbooks. I finished 9 sketchbooks. That's wild. But for the past 4 years, almost 5 years, I've been working in the same sketchbook. And I know it's a little bit thicker than what I'm used to, but that just goes to show how much I've not been creating like I want to. I say I'm an artist and then I will go days without touching art supplies or anything. I will go weeks without touching that. And so I want to get out of that hole. I want to be able to fix that. And so today I am coming back with my YouTube channel, challenging myself to create something every week for you guys. Well, more for me, but like, this is so I can have fun and make mistakes and share it with the world, also document it and hold myself accountable. So today I'm going to be creating a bullet journal, and I'm hoping it'll help me keep myself on track for everything going on. I've gotten into the habit of just lying around in bed and doom scrolling, and that's not how I want to spend my time at all. And by the end of the day, when I realize I do that, I end up feeling worse and I don't want to do it again. Anything. So yeah, I have ADHD, depression, anxiety, social anxiety disorder specifically. Plus there's all these horrible things going on in the world, and I figured, what better way to help figure all these things out in my head than get it out on paper. So that's why I'm making a bullet journal. So let's just go ahead and get on with the video, so I just stop rambling. Okay, here we go. For right now, I want to focus on figuring out what I need specifically in the bullet journal. I know for a fact that I need a habit tracker for daily things. Some are more important than others, that's for sure. But I used to journal every day. I used to read and draw every day. Those are things that I miss doing and got out of the habit of doing. And for the first page, since it's the most important for me to focus on the little things that I can do daily, I created a little list of things that I wanted to be done by the end of the day, which I guess it's not really a little list because I have like 10-15 things on the list, but I wanted to make sure that I had something to mark that off my day and make sure that I have actually done it, and also keep track of how often I'm doing these things. And you can really tell which days I'm not having a great day because I don't do those things. But I included things like laundry, journaling, gesture drawing, which gesture drawing doesn't have to be gesture drawing per se, just something done in my sketchbook that I can mark off that I have done some drawing today. Then reading, going on a walk, exercise, which exercise is one of those things I want to habit stack with going on a walk. So I first want to focus on getting in the habit of going on a walk every day, and then eventually turn that into working out every day. But I did want to include that just in case I get to that point at some point during this month, so that it's there if I need it. But I did mark out the days that I wanted to keep from working out, like rest days pretty much, but those are days that I have school, so I don't have the time to actually work out on those days for sure. And then after that, I've got an art project. It's really just anything artsy. I really wanted to focus on having a month-long project that I could work on that's bigger, and I could actually say I've done this instead of smaller videos like the ones that I have already planned in this bullet journal, which we will get to later. And then I've also got a 15-minute cleanup, which is self-explanatory, just a 15-minute cleanup. No snoozing and tracking my food. And then after that, I've got my weekly tracker to keep track of weekly tasks that don't necessarily need to be done every day, but definitely need attention pretty often. These are things like cleaning the bathroom, vacuuming, working on social media and YouTube, also meal prepping and planning. All of those things that I need to make sure I do every week. But also, the meal planning and prepping, I just have in there, and similar to the exercise, I want to have it stack. I want to track my food first to make sure I'm being more mindful about what I'm eating. And before I actually get too deep into my diet per se. But I wanted to have, the general layout. I'm giving all of these as kind of a grid layout, basically like a complex checklist type thing. Just so that I don't have to write it over and over again every day or every week like in my planner, though I honestly might still do that because the planner is like a calendar. It's different, and this bullet journal is like falling apart, and it's not something I can take with me everywhere like I can with my planner. So it's just something I wanted to keep separate. But that's the general layout I have going for most of these things. Next up, we've got a cleaning tracker, which in hindsight, I probably could have left out because I included a lot of the same things on the weekly tracker, but it's okay. I've already done it. It's too late to change it now, and it's not going to hurt to leave it. Actually, it might actually hurt to take it out because the weekly tracker is on the other side of the page. So, yeah. But I basically separated it into monthly, weekly, seasonal, and the weekly, like I said, has a lot of the same stuff on the other side, but the monthly section and the seasonal section have different things. The monthly has like cleaning baseboards, cleaning the door, dusting, that kind of stuff. And then seasonal, I have cleaning the air vents, cleaning the windows, that kind of stuff. I made sure to leave extra room just in case I come up with anything new to add to the list. But yeah, that's all I've got really for the cleaning tracker page. And then after that, I've got a reading log. Of course I've got a reading log. I love to read, or at least I used to, and I wanted to make sure that in addition to just having that habit tracker daily of just checking things off to make sure I did read, I wanted to make sure I keep track of what I read, how long I've read, and how many pages, that kind of stuff, when I read them. So I just wanted to keep track of those things. That's why I made a reading log page. I think it'll help me stay motivated to read more, maybe, if that makes sense. But after that, we've got the project master list page. This is kind of like just the progress bar for each of the projects that I have going on at the moment. I wanted to visually convey how far I was into each of these projects. I went with a progress bar type thing. I'm a visual learner, obviously, since I'm an artist, and I knew this is something that I needed to see my progress on each of these projects in one place instead of flipping through each of the pages and being overwhelmed because I can't see all of it in one spot. But I really liked it because it's so nice to just see everything like slowly fill up over the course of the month. And then I've got a project page. I also included the progress bar at the top so that I can just kind of like take that and move it over to the project master list. But at the top I've got the title of the section in which I'm using this current video as an example, obviously. And so I just got the title up at the top, and then to the right of that I've got the date that the video is going to post, and then the project bar underneath. And then at the bottom I have a section for all of the tasks that need to be done for this specific project. I separated it into 3 different parts: recording, editing, and final tasks. So recording includes things like the different shots I need, and the intro, the outro, all of that kind of stuff. And the editing section has things like editing the videos together, editing music into the videos, that kind of stuff. And the final task has scheduling the videos, uploading the videos, announcing the videos are going to be posted on my other socials, thumbnails, and then I also went through and added in due dates for when all of these things need to be done, which, since I hadn't yet had this project page, a lot of the things were already done. so I could just easily go through, check off everything, and I was automatically at like 50% on the progress bar, and it was so nice to just go through and automatically fill that up to the 50% line. It was just so satisfying, and then I could automatically do that on the project master list too, so it already felt like I'm out of that bad place that I was in for what felt like forever, and I'm actually getting stuff done. Yeah. So these are the final pages. I hope you guys really enjoyed tagging along with me to make these. I honestly kind of liked it, but I've always been a type A wannabe person and then got too distracted or unmotivated to keep up with it all. I'm really happy with the results of some of the pages. As you can see, I've already been attempting to keep up with everything going on. I'm kind of proud of the whole bullet journal thing that I'm doing right now, because there were times when I attempted at keeping a bullet journal before and none of them really ended up quite as nice as this one, and it looks really nice compared to those. So I'm really proud of that. But that is all for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate you sticking out all the way to the end. And if you're still here, which yes you are, because I am very entertaining. But please make sure to check out my socials and my website, www.quirkcreates.store. Please check my other socials like TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, other things like that. I don't have them hyperlinked because I don't have enough subscribers to do that yet. But you can still see copy and paste the link in the description below into a new browser, or you can just search me up on those. Just search Quirk Creates and you should be able to find me there. You guys should totally share my stuff because my stuff is so pretty and interesting, and yeah. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.